Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah ta'ala wa barakatuh, Gambians, Senegambians, the whole wide world. Once again, I'm back to basically make a few clarifications and also share my discoveries with everyone, as usual. And Gambia, please, I want you all to take note for the records. You all remember that the last time I released an audio was to deal with the issue regarding the dead bodies kept in a 40-foot container on the streets in Banjul, right next to the RVTH, all right, the main hospital of the Gambia. And thanks to this Mr. Money, I guess you all heard my reaction. And then I went on to analyze and also raise questions, legitimate questions, such as what is the identity of those individuals who have been identified and how many of them remain unidentified? The second question was, how did these individuals arrive at our hospital before their passing? Were they brought into our care by their family members or by unknown individuals, seemingly out of the blue? Question. Number three, how can one be admitted to our hospital without establishing their identity in the first place? Question number four was, last but not the least, how many identified and unidentified deceased individuals are we discussing here? These were the four questions that I raised. And Gambia, thankfully, I can now confirm to all of you that I've actually got the answers to these questions. And based on the intelligence that we've gathered so far, I want to take this moment to address Adamo Barrow and Gambia. I want you all to bear me witness. Adamo Barrow, we the Gambians want to know who are those people kept in that container, because they are not Gambians. In accordance with our system in the Gambia, whoever goes to any hospital in the Gambia, your name will be taken, you will fill a form, and all your details will be there. If you brought in a patient who is unable to respond, you will take full charge of whatever is going to take place, meaning you will be the one to go forward, fill in the form, do everything for yourself, and make sure that that patient is admitted in our hospital. So meaning anyone who goes to the hospital will either be accompanied by a family member, right, or next of kin. That is why I was very baffled when I heard this manager telling us that unidentified bodies are kept in a container. They cannot bury them because they don't know them. I was shocked. I was thinking, hold on, but you are one of the managers, right? How then can you justify the fact that you have dead bodies being kept in a container and you don't even know nothing about them? How did they arrive there? Who brought them there? Right? So, based on this line of reasoning, I was able to develop these questions and share it with all of you. And guess what happened, Gambians? I got the perfect response. And that response is coming directly from the inner circle of Adamo Barrow. And I want you all to bear me witness. that I have raised these questions, and I'm now here answering those questions based on the intelligence that I have received without any iota of doubt. He never lied to me. The individual never lied to me. Everything he told me stood to pass the test of time. In fact, few months ago, he left me a message stating that he wanted to talk to me. I was busy. I couldn't make it up, all right? So I didn't even know what exactly he wanted to tell me. So months go by. Suddenly he heard my audio, listened to everything, and then read what I wrote. He reached out to me and explained in details about everything to do with these dead bodies. And Gambia, this is why I was saying to all of you that this has never happened in the history of our country. We are a small, tiny little country. We all know each other. How can our people be dying and then no one is taking care of them, no one is burying them, and they have been kept in a container? And this manager is telling us that they are unidentified people. Oh my gosh. No, now we have answers to this mystery. Didn't I tell you all that my firm suspicion is that Adamo Barrow is trying to help Macky Sall to erase or cover his tracks for all the heinous crimes he has committed against the Senegalese people. Isn't what I said? Those were my strong instincts. And guess what, Gambia? Sad to say this, but it is true. It is true. Those dead bodies are not Gambians. That is why Mane himself never bothered to find out or even further investigate. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Mr. Mane, I am challenging you to go back to the hospital. Oh, you know what? Tell that manager to open the container and let us see how many dead bodies are there. Let him give you whatever he have on those people, because he said some are identified, some are not, which is not even true. He don't know any one of them. Let him tell us those whom he have identified to start with. All right? But Mr. Mane, based on the intelligence that I received, Mr. Mane, the reason you quickly moved away from the container was because, according to what I am told, is that you received a text message from higher authorities who informed you to move away from that location. Just move away from there. No wonder why you just made your way right to an office, talking to a man, trying to understand. And then you skip the whole entire issue of the dead body, of the container full of dead bodies, unidentified dead bodies. Why did you skip that point? Ain't nothing more important than you discovering that this container on the streets of the Gambia is filled with dead bodies. And then to be told that they are unidentified dead bodies, Money. Again, why did you move on as if nothing happened? As if you are not even being told that human beings like you are actually lying lifeless in that container. I think you are the solutionist, right? You are the one who is sent to go and clear the whole Gambia, right? Good. Why did you skip that container? You can't even understand when our mothers tell you that money, this is our source of income. This is where we're going to feed ourselves and feed our children. You wouldn't understand them. You will tell them the law. You will tell them this, luako, that. Get away. If not, you will be arrested. Oh, but you went and saw 40-foot container obstructing traffic. Oh, Mr. Money. Suddenly you receive a text. According to the intelligence we received, when you read that text, you know that Mabali Lenyinte. Why is that? untouchable, move from that vicinity. But luckily, like I said, you all have been exposed. Because the fact that every action you were taking was recorded, you went to Rohim Maliglo, my sister, the mayor, Banjul, telling her that if she wants to stop you, you will publicly embarrass her. Do you have to say that to her? Do you have to say that to an elected mayoress of Banjul? That is you being so impudent and out of place because no one elected you. How dare you go to our mayor telling her that you will embarrass her? But guess what happened now? The Creator embarrassed all of you, including your own commander-in-chief, because Adam Barrow can never justify the fact that dead bodies are lying there in Banjul, rotting in a frozen container, 40 foot, and he is keeping quiet, sleeping, eating, drinking, telling us all kinds of stories, yet we know he have skeletons in his cupboard on our streets. Let him go and open that container and tell us how those dead bodies came to the Gambia, because they are not Gambians. According to what we now know, is that they were being brought in by Macky Sall and his people, who gave authority to Macky Sall to come and use our country as a hiding place. When he was killing his people, I was here telling him that Adam Barrow, talk to your brother. What he is doing is wrong. He can't be taking innocent lives just to suppress the 17 million people. Can he do that? Can he really kill people until the Senegalese ain't going to tell him the truth? That Macky Sall, you cannot have a third term here? Now, he said he was going to do that. He was going to use any means necessary. He used violence. He lied against his own political opponents. He violated the fundamental rights of Senegalese. I've been screaming, shouting, begging, I don't know, writing, doing all sorts just to call your attention, Adam Barrow, for you to talk to your brother. Oh, but this is how you're going to help your brother, right? By concealing the dead bodies that he have killed. Innocent children, innocent youths of Senegal, been murdered by his thugs, by people that he recruited and his family, and bought weapons, took them to Africa, gave it to these boys, and then told them to go and kill their own fellow citizens. Oh, it all makes sense now. Because when they were killing their citizens, whoever is shot, when you drop that dead, guess what they do? They will come and then drag your dead body and put you in a vehicle. Everyone was wondering, where are they taking these dead bodies? They shot this person dead and they are still unhappy. They want to take the body away from the family as well. Why are they doing this? And ever since, no one knows where are those dead bodies. We all heard of people who saw them throwing dead bodies in the sea. It all started floating everywhere, back to the source of Senegal, and suddenly they realized that no, this can't work. And Adam Barrow, we have evidence. When I say we have evidence, Adam Barrow, we know that Macky Sall's own ministers were kidnapping children on the streets who were protesting, taking them to their farms, turning their farms into graveyards, into like a killing field. Their farms. Some victims are buried in farms of Macky Sall's own ministers and his upper leaders. We got that intelligence. Some even created their own prisons. Those who died, some of them did not bury them. They tried to put them together to go and bury them, but obviously things were leaking up because people started escaping. The youth started explaining their ordeal on national television, telling people that they were kidnapped, not taken to a police station. No, but they saw themselves in an empty place like a jungle, but there are buildings there. It looks like a farm. So many people are there. But that person managed to escape. How about the rest of those boys? What happened to them? They killed all of them. They murdered them. And guess what they did? They took their bodies and then drove them, put them in vehicles, and then brought them into the Gambia and kept them in a container. And they assigned people, Senegalese nationals, their own agents, to be coming to the Gambia, taking those dead bodies, going, burying them secretly. Oh my gosh. So this is why Gambia, we saw graveyards being dug at Batola Jola Memorial Graveyard. Right? Remember that video? When people were so shocked, seeing so many graveyards being dug up and nothing happened in the Gambia. We had no accident, no mass casualty, nothing happened in the country. So everyone was shocked that someone somehow is going out there digging graves. Oh, folks, those graves were all being dug by agents of Macky Sall. And Adama Barrow knew what exactly he knows what I'm talking about because he's the president, the most informed Gambian, obviously. Therefore, he must be part of it. No wonder why Macky Sall can do whatever he wants in the Gambia. Adama Barrow, let me ask you this. I heard that as well. They took some dead bodies because when that video was released, and Batola Jola graveyard, all the graves you guys dug there was also exposed in that video. Suddenly you guys changed your tactics, right? I am told that there is another village. Is it Tubakuta? I think it's Tubakuta. Stand to be corrected. But the people of Tubakuta, can you guys go and take a good look at your graveyard, your surrounding, your village? And if you all saw somebody or people coming there with dead bodies, burying them at your graveyard, let us know how many graves they've dug. And make sure that, let us take pictures. Let's take videos. Because those people are not Gambians. You, the people of Tubakuta, none of your family members died. If you see your graveyard being dug, go and find out who they want to come and bury there and who these people are. If it means that you all going to go and create your own community vigilante groups just to make sure you monitor the activities of people going within your graveyard, fine. Let's do this, man. Senegalese are lying there in Banjul. They're not Gambians. Because no Gambian called me. I said in my audio that if your family member passed away and you cannot bury your family member and you left your family member lying at the mortuary in Banjul, please contact me and let me know. So we all can do something, hopefully, and accord the person a decent burial that they all deserve, isn't it? But guess what, Gambia? No one contacted me. The only people who contacted me are the people who are working within the system of Barrow's administration, and they know what is happening. And they all confirmed that, yes, these are the people killed in Senegal, Suleiman. They're not Gambians. They even said, one of them said, hey, that manager is lying. That manager knows the truth. He said the manager knows the truth. He knows that those people are unidentified dead bodies from Senegal because they did not die in Banjul. They did not die in Brikama. They did not die in Serekunda. Where did they die? Oh, but they were being transported across the borders of the Gambia into the Gambia. By who? Macky Sall. Now, Gambia, it all makes sense. Remember when that man was fleeing with his family, fleeing to Mali, and he called the radio station in Senegal and told the lady and said, what I have witnessed today, these early hours of the morning, I am on my way leaving Senegal. Why? I saw a truck of dead bodies, and these people are arguing that what should we do with these dead bodies? Others are saying, let's go and dump them in the sea. Therefore, and I watched them. I was hiding behind a massive stone, and I watched these people taking dead bodies, going into the sea, throwing them there. But as much as they want to do it, they can't finish those people because it's a truckload of dead bodies. And then the girl was shocked, saying to him, where are you? The man said, I am on my way leaving Senegal. I am so terrified. I saw so many young people being killed, and these people are so heartless that they were holding them and then chucking them in the ocean. And others are saying, no, let's be quick before it will be daylight, before we're gonna be discovered by the people. And you expect me to live here? I'm going until Macky Sall is gone. What I have seen is unbearable. And then what happened, Gambia? Few days later, we saw dead bodies popping from the river, all over the place. 2, 3, 4, 5 people have been found at this place, 3 people there, the other side there. Yet the people that they have been suing, those Macky Sall was killing on the streets, protesting peacefully. No one can see their dead bodies on the streets anymore. Where did Macky Sall took them? Gambia. So let's add 1 and 1 equals to 2. It all makes sense as to why Mane skipped that container and just went about his business, following our old ladies on the street. Right? Because Mane was taxed to move away from that vicinity. But who takes Mane is the question. And Mane, if you deny what I'm saying, go back to the container, tell that man to open the container and tell us how many dead bodies are there. You will lose your job that day. Hear me out. I'm saying, if you want to say that I am lying, come out, go back to that container, because you are this powerful man who can embarrass anyone. Go and embarrass that manager. You know those who text you, the man who texts you and told you to move away? If you want to tell me that it's not true, Suleiman, then I am challenging you to prove me wrong. Go back to that container, open the container, or go and scrutinize how many dead bodies are there and see whether you will last. You will stop your job right away. You will be fired. Right? You know what I'm talking about. So Gambia, if it is normal, if there is nothing fishy about this, well, then let Adamo Barrow come out and give a speech and tell us how many Gambians are kept in that container. If they are truly Gambians, and let them tell us who they are, where they died, what is their cause of death. We're not stupid, man. Adamo Barrow, I am telling you, and I am warning you, Adamo Barrow, come out and clarify and clear yourself and return the dead bodies of the Senegalese families who are still living in misery. Most of the people don't even know that their children have been killed. Some are under the illusion that they have been kept in a prison. Some are under the illusion that, oh, maybe they're going to be released by Macky Sall. Or maybe they've been kept in a different prison away from Dakar. Because the prison, of course, everyone knows, is full. This is why Macky Sall was arresting 1,000 plus people, just to blackmail the entire country, so that the amount of people he have killed will at least be like a matter of dispute, because you wouldn't know. And then suddenly he also made sure that he enacted like drama. He will put dead bodies in a boat and then pay his own boys to jump on a boat pretending that they are going to Spain. Then they go around, get off the boat, And then they release the dead bodies. Then they say, oh, you see that boat that went? Yeah, that boat just capsized, man. Oh, they all died. 300 of them, or 200 of them, or 500 of them died. It's all a lie. I am saying Macky Sall killed so many people that he ended up playing all this drama, paying people to enact a drama of which you will think that they are sincerely on a journey traveling, going to the back way from Senegal, and they will jump on those boats. No, the deal is that the same people have a boat full of dead bodies that they want to go and dispose at the Mediterranean Sea, so that the water will bring them out again, and then people will say, oh my gosh, the boat capsized. Yeah, I saw them. I'm a living witness. I saw them. They boarded the boat from this place, but as soon as they left the source, the boat capsized. So these are the dead bodies. So Gambia, I am begging you all, let us take note and let us follow this matter to the last dot. I am saying, let Adamo Barrow and his government come out and justify and tell us how many Gambians are in that container. Let them open it. It's already stinking the entire city. Yeah? And Adamo Barrow doesn't care. He's doing this service for his own brother, because Barrow is under the illusion that no Gambian elected him. He knows that they rigged the elections. It's because of Macky Sall. And I will come to that. Macky have a plan, which I will come and share as well with the entire world. Okay? Based on clear intelligence that we received regarding the reasons why he's been flip-flopping, because it's all a game. But what is beneath it, I will come and share that as well. But for now, I just want Gambians to be aware that those people lying there are the people Macky Sall was killing in Senegal. And Adamo Barrow, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Well, you have to prove yourself. Go out there, ask the president of the Gambia, give us a speech. Tell us why we have that massive container right there in Banjul full of dead bodies. Where are they from? Who are they? How can a Gambian die and he or she will be unidentified? It's a lie. Because anyone admitted in Banjul, there is a record of your admission. Anyone who died, there will be a record of your death. So Barrow, where did they come from? Come out and tell us. You can't escape Barrow. You can't escape Barrow. And the Gambia ain't going to be used as a dumping ground for Macky Sall. Whenever he do evil in Senegal, he will run and hide. No wonder why. We know the deal. And ECOWAS, we know you all are hypocrites. You all know the truth. But ECOWAS is enabling Macky Sall in everything he is doing and Adamo Barrow. And you all are complicit to what Macky Sall have done, and ECOWAS, yes. Don't even try telling Mali and Niger and Niger and Conakry to come back. No, we going out. We joining our brothers. We will be joining our brothers because you people are evil. You all know Macky Sall killed people. You all know he have brutalized so many Senegalese people, but none of you will condemn him. You all know whatever he is doing, he is lying. You all know the deal, and you are all complicit. And I will come to that. I will come and expose everything that you guys have set up already, because you are all working for France. ECOWAS is not there for Africans. ECOWAS is there to continue the neo-colonialistic agenda of France in West Africa. That is why ECOWAS is there. It's not to facilitate our free movement and whatnot. We can do it for ourselves. We are Africans. It's our continent. We can move around as we feel. We all are interrelated. Why do we need ECOWAS to come and dictate us in a manner that we know is detrimental to our own existence? To the point that you will enable Macky Sall to kill his own people, to jail the opposition leader and lie about everything and manipulate the constitution and create coup d'etat and then rig the elections and then instill, hey, we're going to come and expose everything that we know. So Senegalese, I want you all to know that Macky Sall killed your children and they are lying in the Gambia as we speak right now. As we speak right now, if the human rights organizations go to investigate this, they will discover that indeed this container is full of dead bodies and they are not Gambians. Where are they from? They are the people Macky Sall was murdering on the streets of Senegal, that we can ascertain. Confidently, I mean, because the intelligence we receive is crystal clear, without any shadow of doubt. Okay? So, Barrow, you will pay the price. Honestly, you will face justice. You are complicit. You are culpable to every crime Maki have committed so far. Talk less of that which you have committed against the Gambian people. That is a different case in its entirety. But just to let you know, Barrow, we have discovered the truth that you were hiding. And we know that you are now keeping dead bodies of your brother who was massacring Senegalese whilst you keep your mouth shut, as if you do not even exist. But that day is going to come when you will answer questions, Barrow. When you will answer questions, because we did not elect you to become this heartless. We did not elect you to become this evil, to the point that you will bring dead bodies into our country and keep them on a street, freeze them for as long as others have been secretly buried in our own territory. And they are not even Gambians, Adam Barrow. No, you're going to deal with us then, inshallah Rabbi. I will stop here until further notice, inshallah, and I will translate it to other languages for the benefit of my global audience, inshallah. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace.